And we at the top of the world today. Guapo Damas bringing in 4luvofboxing on a very, let's say, crazy show because we're going to be covering a lot of shit live today. Introduce yourselves, fellas.
Yo, what up? It's your homeboy Jerry, Mr. Valley of the Sun on IG and Twitter. I love to talk boxing. You guys already know. And you are in the 4luvofboxing house, also known as the Ikon Radio RTU studios right here in Phoenix. AZ, baby. What it do?
Boxing fan, what it is, what it do. It is your boy Rob, Mr. RP, representing that 4luvofboxing, like I always do. Ready to go at it regarding this event, and we're going to go straight to it here, man. But shout out to RTU, shout out to Ikon Radio, shout out to Justice. Also, shout out to the director, LP Sounds, and Flash Media Sports. They're going to be doing something big for us tomorrow at the Lola. More info to come during this episode, y'all. But let's get to it.
Doing this thing.
But let's
big
get
shout
to
out
it, yo.
Trubs, man.
And some big news at the end of this broadcast. So stay tuned. I'm going to break some news today concerning tomorrow's big fight right here in Phoenix.
Oh, look. We all about them little nuggets of breaking stuff. And Valley of the Sun got some breaking news for us. Make sure you stay tuned in at the end of this broadcast. We dropping that in there. All right? Hey, listen, right off the bat, let's get right to it. Last week, some big fights happening. Right off the bat, King Rai put it on Mario Barrios. It was not close. 12 rounds to nothing. And he dropped him once in that. Man, bro, when he dropped him, it was 10 seconds.
I thought that was the beginning of the end, man. Yeah.
20 seconds in, your boy Valley of the Sun was leaning towards Barrios. I thought his experience at welterweight was going to be a little too much for Ryan Garcia. And then I don't know what happened to Mario Barrios, but he did not show up at all in that fight. He was a corpse. Just he made no adjustments, and I'm very perplexed, to say the least, of how someone can last 12 rounds with the Manny Pacquiao.
He did his thing against Manny Thurman. He did nothing, bro.
And all those other fighters that were on that resume, Tank, and he did well with Tank. And then a no-show, like a duck against Ryan Garcia. One of two things to me is either Joe Goosen is very overrated, and I tend to be leaning that way. Yeah. I think he is done being a quality head trainer at this level. No disrespect, Mr. Goosen. And I'm a big fan of the 10 Goose Gym. My buddy Ricky Funes, what's up, dog? And this no reflection, I'm just saying, I think at this level, my man's slipping too much, and he looks better behind the microphone instead of being in the corner. And I say that, I mean, with all due respect, I'm just calling it like I see it. And secondly, I don't want to make it seem as if the fix wasn't in because Ryan Garcia was just on point. Ryan Garcia was on point. He looked good. He was comfortable. He did what he was supposed to do and how he's supposed to look every fight. The inconsistency,
he looked as prepared as he'd ever looked, bro.
I honestly thought he could have took him out, but I think he just really took his time and just got them rounds in versus a quality opponent. He definitely dominated. It wasn't even close.
I mean, taking him out as far as knocking him out.
Yeah,
I mean, he took him out to the backyard shed and whooped the shit out of him.
He was playing with his food a little bit because
big time, bro.
In my opinion, I thought that was the case. But maybe he respected. Maybe he felt some of that power and he was just like being cautious or something. I don't know. But one thing I did hear, Mario.
I can't even say that there were surges. Like, there's not a spot where I go, well, maybe he felt it because Barrios started
right. There wasn't really much that was offered.
There was one round where maybe for 20 seconds, Barrios kind of did his deal, and that was it.
And no disrespect to Mario, but and his team and family, the highlight of his night was that ring entrance. That was
beautiful,
sweet.
right?
It was classic. It was really good.
It was awesome.
It was very well
But
done.
I do remember him. He was being quoted in the post-fight interview that he's like, man, that dude is fucking faster than I thought. And he actually hits a lot harder than most people would think. And he says, I think he might even hit and be faster than Pacquiao. Of course, he'll say that because he lost to him, right? But
well, he might be faster than Pacquiao at this moment
point.
in Pacquiao's fucking career. I mean, that is what it is. You know
but real quick, in my opinion, though, I think Ryan Garcia was just more prepared. He came game face and good for him. I'm not quite sure what actually this entails. Like, this puts him in the limelight as like a threat or a force to be reckoned with. There's still so many questions regarding Ryan Garcia, his mental health, and all this, in my opinion. But he looked great. Like you mentioned, he did exactly what he was supposed to do. Versus, in my opinion, the weakest link, the weakest title holder of the division. So he got the bout there now. Now what?
So real quick before we move off of this topic is I got to give a shout out to Henry Garcia. man, did he look seasoned in that corner. He was giving good advice to Ryan. You know, he was real calm, composed, collected. He actually...
Maybe that father-son duo was needed back to return, because actually we had a segment about that.
Yeah, maybe the father being in the corner.
Yeah, that's
what kind of work.
I'm just getting it right there. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's what I'm saying.
His dad hasn't been in the ring in the corner for a while. So his dad comes back, and boy, oh boy, did they shine. Boy, oh boy, did they shine they shine very fucking well, man. That was a hell of a fucking good call.
Very prepared corner. On all aspects, fighter, trainer, all that. He didn't need a cut man. He didn't need any of that. But just really good advice from Henry. So props to the Garcia team for putting on a great masterclass boxing performance last Saturday. Yeah. That undercard, we had a falling out last minute with Richard Hutchinson. He apparently got ill the day of the fight. Weighed in, the IBF. Mandatory weigh-in on fight morning. He weighed in, made the weight, apparently grabbed breakfast, apparently started throwing up right away. They claimed food poisoning of some kind. And so that fight at the 11th hour was pulled, and it sucks for Oscar Duarte, who looked like he was in tip-top shape as you can be for a title fight. And he didn't get paid. He didn't get on the billion.
I know, man.
You know, he had an interview that he's working on his English, and that's probably the best thing that came out of it for him. Unfortunately, hopefully, all parties involved can renegotiate that fight. But from what I'm hearing, is they already made a mandatory for that belt for another title, or for another for somebody else. That's the number one mandatory. So Oscar Duarte has probably lost an opportunity. He's moving on.
Yep. So I want to piggyback off of that right there. So yeah. So for those of you guys that don't know, regarding the intel of the sport of boxing, when these things happen, you got to do your job. And if you're not going to be in the ring to perform, you don't get paid. And it's heartbreaking where you put, 6-8 weeks of your life dedicated, where you got a lot of bills to pay. You got, nutritionists, you got a chef that's making your meals. You got a conditioning coach, you got a masseuse. You whatever you're going to get to make happen to make you comfortable during your training camp. Of course, your training team and all that. And that guy's come out of pocket.
They don't wait for payment.
They wait for you to get paid.
That comes out of pocket. And people understand, these guys, these fighters that, they risk their lives to go in that ring.
This is their
life. Yes, they get paid pretty well, but they don't understand, that there's bills. This is not just disposable income that they're blowing. They got bills to pay too, just like everyone else does,
It's a business,
and then when you don't get paid, that means that poor guy, Oscar Duarte, that means the previous fight earnings is basically getting depleted because he's got to pay for the training camp that never was in this one. That sucks. But I hope, usually with this case, and you already went that angle, that's not going to be possible. But usually when they rerun it back, for a secondary, the stipulations within the contract where it's there's a shift, you got to pay for this is what my cost was for my training camp. You got to at least cover that because that wasn't my fault. And they usually kind of work that out. But
I'm sure there's something going on behind the scenes where it looks like maybe some common ground will be met. Let's hope. For the sake of, like you just mentioned, the unfortunate fighter that was ready to get in there, and then he has zero to come out of it. And that's what you're getting at, and that's what sucks. It's part of this business, and it's very complex. But the moral of the story is, if Richard Hutchinson was legit sick on the day of the fight, being a professional, you should know what you want to put into your body the day of the fight. You should know how your body's going to react to certain foods. And if you put something in there that normally gets them a little upset stomach, then why even attempt it? But neither here or there. It happened, and that fight was off. And it sucks because that fight was going to be a banger.
Yeah, that actually was the one I was looking forward to the most in that night.
Yep.
And, so
I wanted to see what Richard Hutchinson was about. This doesn't help me. This does not help me make him feel as if Richard Hutchinson is not the weakest link in the 140-pound division title holder.
And there was some serious banter, shit talking going on between them two. There was a war brewing. And I couldn't freaking wait. So disappointing to find out the day of, man. It was so disappointing.
Let's hope they do run that back or circle back.
Earlier in the day, now Britain had a little bit of something going on over there too, right? Josh Warrington and Lee Wood had they threw down, bro. That atmosphere was amazing. Warrington was past his time, bro. But fuck, the atmosphere was amazing, bro. It was crazy to see that.
Yeah, that
whole broadcast was dope.
That was I think that was advertised as a grudge match. Was the advertising name them on the marquee for that fight? Both local guys, both from the same area. They put the fight in Nottingham, and the venue was sold out. It was raucous. The crowd was so emotionally invested. It's so amazing. It's so awesome to see. And we're over here in Phoenix, AZ, and ironically, the same promotional company who put on Lee Wood versus Warrington there in Nottingham is now here in town putting on Navarrete versus Nunes. And so hopefully we get a chance to talk to Eddie about that atmosphere over there, because the atmosphere here for the Navarrete and Nunes fight is going to be a little bit different.
It's going to be electric though too, bro.
It's going to be a loud, vibrant crowd, but the difference is they're loud and vibrant for the whole card over there in England.
It was nutty.
Awesome.
Passionate fans, bro.
It was nutty as I was watching, because you guys know last week Guapo Damas was in Los Angeles. Went to see Leo Messi play.
Same concept
in LA, right?
Soccer stadiums.
And I was blown away by the interaction and the crowd spirit that rolled through the whole shit. Mind you, I was a little intimidated. The LA fans is crazy. And you would think it's Leo Messi, so there was going to be more of a, hey, let's at least accept that the legends coming in. No, man, that crowd was ruckus, and they sang for the 3 hours that we were there. They never stopped. So that was nuts. That's the same shit I witnessed in that card, bro. And I was like, man, these dudes, it's a big fight there. But nobody here is tuning in unless you're a boxing fan and you know that it's happening, right? Yeah. That's not your commercialized matchup that pulls you out and goes, okay, you got to tune in because there's something going on. But if anybody from the States did tune in, you're going to instantly be a boxing fan because you're going to be amazed by the whole atmosphere and the electricity of the event. Yeah. It was amazing, bro.
It wasn't quite as entertaining back and forth at tussle as it was for the first fight between them two. Nonetheless, it was still a quality fight. It was still a quality event. But again, too, I think what I remember more about this last fight was the crowd and how awesome they were from before that first bell, before Sweet Caroline plays. And if you're not familiar with that, like hype song in the UK
bucket list
before the main event is Sweet Caroline, and they just go crazy and they sing, but they sing every song.
And every song was sung.
And it's like they know every song that's gonna come on and play. And then the thing is, they just love having fun. It's just it just happens to be wrapped around boxing, and it's beautiful to see as a big passionate boxing fan.
Each one of them came out to their anthem for their soccer team, bro. So it was so nice.
We're gonna have the Mexican version.
They came out to the soccer anthems of each of their regions there in London, bro. And they was like it was amazing, bro. It looked like the crowd. First off, it was Josh Warrington's go-away fight, so you would think
it was his retirement
there. You know they're gonna give him, but being that he was against, that crowd and it was so messed. They were actually booing him on the way in, which was nutty to see, bro.
Damn.
But electric, man. Listen, you played upon it, right? We are gonna see some kind of electricity when you come down to Arizona this weekend, bro.
Yeah, we're gonna see the Mexican equivalent of it, and again, it is gonna be loud and vibrant.
Now for me,
let's get right into this fight card. Let's get right into it.
Listen, for me, the Navarrete fight, that atmosphere is gonna be amazing.
By the time the main event,
the best electric atmosphere that I've ever been was Oscar versus Navarrete, and that was here, same venue, and
so the rematch, right?
Yeah, that electricity I haven't felt ever in a boxing event, even at some of the bigger venues. Like this venue is big enough to where you could capture that, and I felt that there that day, man. And we're gonna recapture that.
I think this one's gonna be even more.
Same deal, bro.
I think it's gonna be even more.
A very big Mexican crowd. You have a lot of Mexican champions on this card that are all gonna be thrown down. It's gonna be ravenous.
We got a lot of local fighters too.
We're just not gonna be singing, bro. Not at that point, at least. We'll be singing once you get a couple more drinks in you, and it's gonna be more.
There's gonna be a lot of passionate fans in there, of course. But yes, in regards to the energy is gonna be different compared to across the pond because their passion is just happiness and joy. They're singing all along. The entire arena is
damn Latin hooligans are in the town, bro.
They treat boxing like American treats baseball. Take me out to the ball. Everybody's singing and stuff, but they got their own regiment on how all the fight fans, the hardcores, and they fill arenas where they go and they all know what time it is and having fun.
So you always wait for the weigh-ins, right? You guys always, that's the thing, right? We wait for the weigh-ins to make our picks. You guys were there live today. Tell me what you guys saw.
Okay.
Nunez, who you got, man?
Right
off the main event.
I was a little surprised that there was more. I thought there was more of a loud noise from Nunes. more so.
There was a
than
lot of
Navarrete.
there was a lot of support for
And
Nunes.
maybe it's just hey, it was on a Friday midday. Hey, a lot of my countrymen, a lot of Mexicans still have to work on Fridays, so maybe they just couldn't make it into the weigh-ins. But it's going to be a pro Navarrete crowd tomorrow.
It's nuts, bro, because I've now witnessed it. I've been to like 5 or 6 Navarrete fights here in Arizona. Right? He literally said it on the stage. Arizona's my second home.
He said this is becoming his
my
second
second
fight.
home.
I've now
His
seen
second
it a
home
couple
win,
times though, where the crowd doesn't really
Booed 'em.
necessarily go. Yeah, they kind of do. To me, that's bad news for Nunes, bro. That's to have that animal get mad at you and come for. He's gonna bring something that's gonna be next level, and oh my god, he's gonna have to go through some more shit now.
The final face off after weighing, that big smile that Navarrete just had looking at him like, I got you.
And speaking
it's not even fake.
Sugar,
it's not even fake. I see the confidence.
Nunes was in shape, bro. Like,
he
bricks had bricks.
He looked confident,
solid,
poised, and ready too, man. But the thing is, we're talking about 2 world champions colliding, and both of them have a very high KO percentage. They're not knockout artists. Well, actually, if anyone is the knockout artist, it's definitely Nunes. But Emmanuel Navarrete breaks you down. He breaks them, but they both got a high KO percentage.
Neither one are hard to find. That's all I'm gonna say.
They got a combined. Between the two of them, 60 KOs amongst both.
60 KOs.
That's insane.
Both of them. So
they're gonna throw 1,000 punches, bro. They're
That's
gonna throw.
insane.
If that fight goes the distance, there's gonna be 1,000 punches
Navarrete
thrown.
will throw 1,000 punches if it goes the distance. Nunes will probably,
700-800 punches.
I would say slightly under 1,000. I was thinking closer to 900. And
It's
even
gonna
so,
be
and if that's the
Abner
case,
Mares, Leo Santa Cruz style, where you see. God,
you know what?
Lord,
That's actually not a
number
bad
one.
comparison. That's not a bad comparison. Leo Santa Cruz being the equivalent of Navarrete because he's more lanky, and maybe those uppercuts if Navarrete can get in between Nunes' guard. But I like the fact that Nunes obviously came in looking amazing because that means that we're just gonna have one hell of a fight. This fight to me I think goes the distance and one hell of a Mexican war that we're gonna be talking about later this year because they're going to clamor for a rematch. It's going to be one of those where it's starting something brewing that could lead into a Marquez Vasquez type trilogy.
Yeah.
One of those fights where Marquez.
Right, for sure.
Amazing.
Eric Morales, Barrera.
Right. And Sugar Nunes being the younger and fresh one, so who knows? Maybe, after fight 3, he gets the best of if it pans out as such,
I talked to you both off air about this. If there was ever a moment for Nunes to capitalize on being the unified champ and dethroning Navarrete, this is the event. This is the event only because Matchroom is the major promoter on record. That's the promoter for Nunes. Not to say that it's going to be swayed that way, but I'm just saying he's still coming in as the B fighter. But Matchroom is promoting him like he's the A fighter.
Listen, let me put you guys on the spot. Make your picks right now.
So with all that being said, I just said about Nunes and everything's great. I really think that this opportunity is going to appease everybody. You can't go wrong by picking Nunes because I'll be like, absolutely. But I'm still leaning towards Navarrete only because of the intangibles that Navarrete brings.
Yeah,
just the cool, calm, and collected. Bro. He's going to land those shots that I think are going to be in certain angles.
Awkward.
That are going to still affect Nunes. And he's going to win by points. If there's a knockout in this fight, man, I would love to see something amazing like that. That would just blow the atmosphere out of the water. The roof will blow off type of shit. And if there ever was one, I still think Navarrete can get that on Nunes. I really do.
So
I'm not taking much away from Nunes.
So you think...
To me, it's a 60-40 fight.
So you think Vaquero by knockout?
Vaquero by decision.
By decision.
But I think he could get a KO.
All right. So I'm going to start off with this. So we've actually been ringside for a few of Navarrete's fights already. And I knew he's a lanky, tall guy for that division. But today at the weigh-in, I'm not quite sure why I recognized it now, but does he have a fucking wingspan. Man, he's got long arms. Navarrete, bro. His arms are freaking. He's got long arms.
Shout out to Mel Carey tuning in.
Which makes sense, because those shots come from unorthodox, odd angles for opponents. So, anyways, though, big fan of Navarrete, big fan, and Sugar Nunes is growing on me. I haven't really seen enough of him to actually say that I'm a fan, but I respect what he brings to the table. He is younger. And I actually low-key feel that he is a stronger fighter, and maybe the youth is going to be helpful to him. And if I'm being honest, I think with all the wars he's already been in, and he's not even that old, but I think Navarrete's been in a lot of wars already. And at his age, I think he's at the tail end.
Is Mr. LP gonna do some couple Damas things?
Yeah, hey, something's telling me that there is going to be a stoppage in this fight, and it's gonna be the younger Sugar Nunes.
Hey!
I'm talking maybe like 7 to 9 is my call on that one right there. I just think it's gonna be a war no matter what. The warrior Emmanuel Navarrete ain't going out quietly. He's gonna be he's gonna go out on his shield. But the last 3 fights of his has been very. They really have, including the fight you and I were ringside at when he fought that Australian. I can't think of his name, Wilson. Yeah, he put him on his ass. And in fact, I'm not gonna lie, I even watched the replay. The referee was being very kind because he should have stopped that fight.
Yeah. But he didn't. And that's what happens when you're a champ.
He gave Navarrete the benefit of the doubt and an extra 20 seconds, honestly.
25.
And 2 rounds later, Navarrete came back and got the knockout.
Well,
Good for him.
This is his home away from home. That's home cooking.
Yeah, no doubt.
What the fuck?
But if he's getting caught by guys that shouldn't be doing that, and he shouldn't have got caught.
You don't know. That Australian was undefeated and had crazy statistics. He just may have never been
power.
Yeah, and he may have just never been in with somebody who can test that. You know what I mean?
And Navarrete could have underestimated you, dude. Could have. You fight down to your level of opposition, or at least what you thought.
But here's the thing, though, and I get it. Fighter A, Fighter B. He also fought Oscar Valdez, and Oscar Valdez dominated him.
So get to it, because you're poking around it. But
I recalled it.
Nunes 9 KO.
Nunes by stoppage. I'm not gonna say KO. TKO.
Listen,
go ahead, my man.
Split decision. You're up.
Nunes looked great at the weigh-ins. I've been seeing all the tape. My payment to you when we were sending our payments for the tickets and getting our ticket money put together and sending it, I believe on the note part it said, my money to go watch Navarrete kill some dude. I stick to my comment. Navarrete's going to put it on Sugar, bro. It's going to be an ass-kicking of epic proportion, bro. Sugar's just good enough to not get knocked out, but to take a fucking ass-kicking of a lifetime. 9 rounds to 3, Emmanuel Navarrete. That's what, and he's gonna be. It's gonna be that.
So you talking about like Isaac Dogbe beat down?
Yes.
Because Navarrete
because Dogbe also wasn't no chump, and so he wasn't gonna get taken out easy.
He refused to go down. He was taking a beating until the corner was like, no more.
Yeah.
If you give Nunes 3 rounds out of those 12, they better be some hurtful 3 rounds. Because it still could be a landslided fight, and then Mr. LP.
I think there's a V8, and it takes him a little bit to warm up.
Look, look again too. Like we got no pony in this race, but we love all fighters. We love all boxing matchups, and we have a lot of respect for both.
And big up to Sugar, man. He, by the way, great interview, very humble champion, very cool dude. 4luvofboxing showing you tons of love too.
I give him a little bit more of a chance in this
when
fight.
it comes for when it comes. For me, everybody knows I'm very partial when it comes to.
In retrospect, shout out to both them guys. Both men were very gentlemen. They were very kind and. I mean, we were at the press conference, but nonetheless, they were doing their job, but they were both very pleasant.
I'm saying it. Navarrete's win is going to be so dominant that this is going to open up the keys and the doors that we will now see Oshaki Foster and Navarrete happen. I'm telling you. People will call for it. This is what's going to get.
You think Oshaki is going to be in attendance?
No, I know he's going to be in attendance.
No, he's going to be in attendance.
Yeah, so,
now, is he going to want that fight?
He should be, right?
No, he's not going to want that fight.
So
but that's the fight that's going to...
He's already here. Shakio Foster is promoted by Top Rank, and Navarrete is promoted by Top Rank. They're in association with this fight with Matchroom, and Shakio Foster is going to be here again to be scouting Navarrete again here in Phoenix. He's actually going to be on the Fighter and the Writer podcast that's going live at the Sportsbook in Scottsdale. You could look at a DAZN listing for that. That's probably going live here soon. But tune in after you watch this episode and check those dudes out over there doing the thing.
Yeah,
Chris Mannix and Sergio Mora, what up? So one thing with Shakio Foster, yes, he's going to be in the house. And he might be at the tailgate party tomorrow as well. It's the For Love of Boxing brings to you, and everybody is welcome to come down and join us as we go live tomorrow in front of the Lola at the Westgate, a mere 20-30 feet away from the opening gates to get into the fight. Right there.
Come through. That's all I'm gonna tell you. It's literally you go right back.
Stop by and have a beer with us. If you don't drink, just stop by and say what's up and come say hi to the camera.
They have a coffee bar there. They got a food bar there. They have everything. They have food for everybody.
Drink specials, food specials.
Atmosphere, get that vibe in before you go in. That's what I'm talking about. It's gonna be amazing.
Hold on, did we mention no cover? So there's no excuse. You're literally while you're walking into the arena, stop by and say what up to us.
Come buy me a drink. Come buy Guapo Damas a drink tomorrow. That's what I'm gonna be with.
Come chop it up with your boys. Come have a drink. Come have a beverage. Come have some food. They got some good food there too. Tell them For Love of Boxing sent you. We got the whole outside patio reserved just for all of you. Come check it out between the hours of 3 and 6 tomorrow. In front of the Lola, right in front of the water.
Shout out to LP Sounds and Flash Media Sports is going to be doing the coverage.
Main card tomorrow on that main card.
Starting the
Jordan Martinez.
That's our boy. That's our dude. Jordan Martinez, a local prospect.
Fighting Cardenas?
Coming out of the east side.
It's going to be... Man, bro.
Let's go through this real quick because we've obviously talked about Jordan a lot on this program, and we're obviously pro-Jordan.
And he's one of our favorite guests. He comes around here often.
At a Fuentes Boxing Academy, big shout out to Chuy Fuentes. Hey, un gran saludo, Chuy. Straight up.
Saludos. Yeah, they said what's up to us at the weigh-ins. Good people. They deserve this opportunity. All of our investments are in on Jordan. Whether you win or lose, homeboy, we still got your back. Do what you got to do. Bring home that W. All right?
They both look great, man. They both look great.
But Jordan, yes, he's a little taller. He looks a little wider in the shoulders. He's gonna look full-fledged at 122 pounds tomorrow.
Well, listen, one of the things we talked about, that Cardenas is not gonna look around and go, "Hey, this is the first big moment that I've had in my career." He's been at big venues before. He's been at big events.
Facts.
So he's gonna have that calmness, that coolness of knowing that he's going in as the defending champ. He's been there before, right? He's got definitely some good attributes that could pan out well against Jordan. Having said that, to me, the reason why I tend to lean and look at the favoritism towards Jordan is that I see the intangibles of that hunger. I see that confidence coming. That movement that I've seen in him in this training, I've never seen before. He looks polished enough to deliver.
His footwork is becoming more and more impressive.
Listen, I've always noticed the power. He's got crazy fucking power as it is. At that weight division, there's not too many fuckers that could hit as hard as he can. And that goes all the way to the top, right? Now can he deliver those power punches? Can he get himself to where he's got to? Man, I've seen that footwork improvement. I think tomorrow is just coming out party.
So just
body work, body shots with the taller man.
All valid points. All valid points. And I reciprocate my comment about Nunes being the perfect opportunity for Nunes to upset. This is the perfect opportunity for Jordan Martinez to upset.
Yep.
See how he does fighting in his hometown, but then everything right there is lined up for him to take advantage and be a player in 122 division. His opportunity is mere hours away, probably 24 hours exactly from now. So he starts the telecast on DAZN tomorrow in a great matchup, and that's to start off the telecast. We got 2 more fights before the main event. The next fight, Mr. LP, we have
the Casa Grande homie, Abel Ramos from Ramos Boxing Academy, one of the most dopest boxing academies out there.
Abel Ramos.
Shout out to the Ramos family for real. But Abel Ramos he's a road warrior. His record doesn't suit him because he's a hell of a lot better fighter than what it
28
perceives.
wins, 6 L's.
Yeah, but this guy would take on anyone, anytime, any place, and he's always in to fight. He takes on everybody, and most of those fights were subjective in regards to. Regarding whether
he could have been fighting Ryan Garcia last week if you asked certain people in the know. He should have beat Mario Barrios, or could have if he would have just won one more round. It was a draw. And he could have been defending it against Ryan Garcia last week. We asked Abel Ramos in front of the arena today, right after the weigh-ins, man, does he look healthy? He was not eager and in need of rushing to go hydrate. That man is a full-fledged.
Oh no, he's a pro, man. Yeah. He's a seasoned veteran. He's so young, but he's been in the game, just putting in that work, man.
What's the name of the dude that he's fighting?
Smalls from Philadelphia.
Smalls was
and I was about to say, he came in with some serious confidence too, man.
Yeah, swag.
He's coming from across the
Philly.
He's coming from across the coast.
Yeah.
But my goodness. The fact that he's coming in with that confidence, he's like, yeah, And like you mentioned, that swag. He just came in like, I'm ready. And hey,
he looked great, bro. He looked amazing.
He looked like he had the little bit of a size difference over Abel. But again, that doesn't phase Abel. He's been there, done it. He's been in with some of the absolute best on the planet.
Ramos told us that he wants to take him into deep waters to see what he's all about.
That's
see
exactly what
this
he
young
said.
kid has in him. If he has that grit, if he has that heart. You know Abel Ramos does. I expect Abel Ramos to make this fight go the distance. It might be another one of them close fights where he don't get the nod. Hometown cooking, baby. Let's bring
Hey,
this one
listen,
home.
if you get on TikTok tomorrow morning, check out the interview that Valley of the Sun did with Abel Ramos outside the stadium, and you'll capture all those little moments he just told you about him getting took into them deep waters. So make sure you post it up. Check out the TikTok
But do
page
not
tomorrow
underestimate
morning.
Smalls. I mean, I don't know so much about his career, but if he fights as good as he looks,
he came in looking prepared, and also from the facial, the way he was carrying himself. That's just the whole element. Yeah. Boxing is just a whole he came in like he was just like he was the man.
So who you calling in the fight?
Abel Ramos by split decision victory.
Split decision.
I'm going with the hometown homeboy, no doubt, man. Ramos. I know this is gonna be a real tough task here. This guy's gonna come in. He's gonna try to show you up in your hometown. You ain't gonna let him do it though. I expect a war, a nice action-packed fight because you always bring it, and it's gonna be a close decision for Ramos. Get that W, my man.
Listen, I expect Smalls to come out early and be frantic, and he's going to get out. And then I expect Abel Ramos to then start working and get him into those deep waters and then come on late. I'm calling it majority draw, bro.
Yeah.
Somehow I believe somebody will be ahead, so they'll have an argument's sake or whatever in there, and then the two other judges will say draw, and we're going majority draw.
They're putting they kind of put Abel Ramos on that plate, if you will.
It sucks, bro. He's one of those fighters that has to
take like a Glenn Johnson, bro.
Again,
as a Glenn Johnson, but no disrespect to regards to it, because he's a hell of a fucking warrior. But they're like, well, we're gonna give it the decision to this guy, and it sucks, man.
You say Glenn Johnson, I say Badu Jack, bro. To me, I seen Badu Jack like fucking 5 fights in a row where I was looking, I was like, there's no way he's been in 5 draws in a row or some shit like that. But it always seemed to me like he was like, oh shit, he's better than we gave him credit for, and now he's winning the fight, so we have to figure out how to just call it a draw. And it looked like Badu Jack got done like 5 fights in a row like that. To me, that's where Abel Ramos falls in. He's too good for his own good because he's not that next level world champion. Like, he's not that dude who's coming in as a phenom and you're going, oh shit, that's the dude right now in boxing, right? But he's also not your regular journeyman guy. So he's right somewhere in between it. Too good to put him in against the really good guys because you're afraid that he might make him look bad. Which he did against Barrios, bro.
I don't think anybody would label him as a journeyman yet. If he loses to Smalls,
he
might
that's
fall
where
in
you
that
start
status.
falling in there.
He hasn't fought here in Arizona in 9 years.
Welcome back, Abel. Welcome back and come fight here more often.
Homecoming, baby. Let's get this.
Yeah. So that's the second fight.
So co-main event we're going to now, huh? Co-main event. Go ahead, tell us all about it, bro.
Co-main event. We got the Vargas dynasty in the house. Emiliano Vargas is defending his WBC Intercontinental title, I believe, right? I'm not quite sure which one it is. But Emiliano Vargas, you and I both actually had the privilege to see win the Gene Lewis Invitational Tournament right before the world shut down in the pandemic. And my, oh my, are those boys very talented. This kid right here has all the makings to be a superstar in the making. And in case you guys don't know who Emiliano Vargas is, he is the son.
The Vargas clan.
He is the son of former world champ Fernando Ferocious Vargas, whom his dad is actually in the corner and trains him and makes that happen.
And they were in a happy atmosphere. Listen, for everybody
and we sat right next to Vargas Jr.
4luvofboxing was on row 1 at the weigh-ins as we were watching the weigh-ins happen, right? We were sitting next to the Vargas camp. So I believe it was Vargas Jr. who was sitting there, or which one was
Fernando Vargas Jr.
Fernando Vargas Jr.
sitting
and the whole fam,
2 feet away from us, man, and they was living it up. They was having fun.
They were all right there. We were right there. We were wedged right in between them and stuff, which is cool because their family is full of energy. They're very energetic and wild, and I mean they're a boxing family, obviously, right?
Yeah,
it's just can you imagine? I'm just sidebarring. How special, how amazing Fernando Vargas must feel that his 3 boys are not just doing it, but they're doing it big. Respect. Yes, Junior took an L, but man, they're all in it. These boys are doing their thing, man. And as a father, I know he can't be any more proud. And I'm only gonna call it. Emiliano's gonna do his dad proud tomorrow. He's gonna get that W, man. He's fighting the Argentinian guy. I can't think of his name though. Argentina though. And Argentina comes to fight, man. They're tough SOBs.
Well, the opponent was known for taking the Mark Castro, who was another matchroom fighter, and he was on the fast track too of becoming the next prospect out of matchroom. And this cat
Cups
defied the odds. So now they brought him in with another undefeated fighter who happens just to be the prospect of 2025 according to Ring Magazine.
Yeah.
So if he does this again and upsets another undefeated prospect, man, you better start putting some respect and start recognizing this dude's
the Argentinian guy. We can't even think about him. But so I just mentioned, so big year for the Vargas family. So not only did Emiliano actually win Prospect of the Year, and I don't know if you guys have a chance to see that speech, but it was absolutely freaking awesome and emotional. It was beautiful.
Yeah.
He also was part of the Super Bowl halftime show with Bad Bunny. He was sitting alongside, shadow boxing, if you will, fake sparring with the champ.
Dead man walking.
Yeah.
That's what you guys said.
Xander.
Yeah.
Which you know, we're going that
Xander.
Easter egg. I do want to pinpoint though the fact that Bad Bunny and the whole production. I mean, he was a unity in this and that, but at the same note, the beauty of the unity regarding the Latino culture. Everyone knows in the boxing world. Everyone knows in the boxing world.
On stage, so
everyone knows. He did every Central American.
Everyone knows in the boxing world is Mexico versus Puerto Rico.
He did, but he did not. If you play it back, there he never mentions. He never mentions Belize in that statement. Now, that's where you go with it, bro. But no, listen, there was a couple South American countries. That
he mentioned El Salvador too.
No, he did. He meant for the most part. What he did was he mentions most of the Latino Latin American countries. The ones
he even mentioned Jamaica.
The ones that are Afro Latinos, he kind of hinted at. Not
he
really,
he even mentioned Jamaica.
He did. He mentioned a lot of them, but he didn't mention everybody.
Thank you.
I mean, you can only mention it's gotta make sense.
He forgot.
There was
a list of 75, and he mentioned 70.
You didn't know about this.
That's the problem, bro. But he mentioned Canada.
Yeah, I hear you. But hey, sidebar on that, it was a fantastic. I don't give a fuck what anybody says, and fuck all you that fucking got something to say negative about it. That was a wonderful freaking goddamn halftime show.
Are you right?
And the point is, and the point is regarding that though is one of the youngsters that was in that Super Bowl show, the boxer Emiliano Vargas, is fighting tomorrow at Glendale Arena as the co-main event. How about that?
Shit, this might be his home away from home too. Emiliano Vargas.
Shit, he fights here a lot also.
They get received very well.
Shit. I mean, again, just when you stepped away real quick to get the homie in. What's up, Josh?
Hey. The great one in the house.
Me and Carlos were privileged to see all three of the Vargas brothers' final amateur run. They were at the Gene Lewis Invitation. I believe, what was it, 40 or 45? I think it was 45 at that point. And all three of them fought all 3 nights, and they all got the freaking victories. And they all shined. It was a hell of a fucking performance for the family. And, of course, Pops was sitting there proud and be like, yep, boys are going pro. And they did.
They did, man.
So
that was a good tournament. Kenny De La Rosa fought on that tournament, bro. Perico Rosales' last amateur tournament was Gene Lewis tournament.
We're gonna remember that
pro the next day.
We're gonna remember that pre-pandemic last fucking Gene Lewis tournament. Gene Lewis still goes on, but I'm talking about that pre-pandemic Gene Lewis tournament had a star-studded group of fighters. Yeah.
Sergio came by and said, "What's up?" Shout out to Sergio anyway. That's Jerry's homie. But yeah, most of the time he always shows us mad love everywhere we go. Yeah. He always willing to share a soundbite or two.
Hey, keeping it real, that definitely is Jerry's homie. But I've known that little Vato since he was like in 4th grade. Man, I was his older brother's best friend during grade school. I go that far back, but it's crazy, small circle how that rolls about.
Sergio was at the weigh-ins today, and he sent me a picture of us down there. He was up there, he was chilling out. Yeah, so I didn't have a chance to cross paths with him, but I want to use this opportunity to say, "What's up, bro?"
Yeah, what's up, homie? What's up, bro?
We look forward to seeing you and the beautiful wife tomorrow at the tailgate party.
Yes, pull up at the Lola, my man.
Yo, so the Vargas dynasty, yes. Tomorrow is another display of the best fighter in that dynasty.
Shout out to David Galaviz that just tuned in.
David, what's up, bro? A lot of love to David and Emily Boxing and David Galaviz. Man, quality people over there working with Matchroom Boxing. Hometown folks involved with that. Man, got a lot of love. for the event tomorrow. Got a lot of love for the Vargas Dynasty. They're going to be loud tomorrow. They're going to have a lot of support.
The whole stadium.
They are already. They are tomorrow night. Fernando,
that's gonna be us the whole day, bro. Tomorrow.
Emiliano Vargas, bro, is gonna put on quite the show tomorrow.
Yep. So there's no doubt about that. Right off the bat, he's basically the headliner for the co-main event. Like it's his show. Only way he's gonna lose if he allows himself to do so. They already got a fight.
Boxing.
I remember. Yes.
That always makes me nervous.
But they really got the after party set. So again, as we mentioned, 4luvofboxing is hosting the pre-fight tailgate party at the Lola before the freaking main fight card, 3 to 6. Tune in, but pull up. Ironically, Emiliano Vargas and his family is hosting the Lola after party starting at 10 o'clock. So it's right there, literally 20 feet from the freaking gate to walk into the arena. So before you get in, come stop by. After you're done with it, come out there and have a good time. It's the place to be right there. Westgate is going to be live and cracking with the dope Glendale Arena representing for the sport of boxing at the Zone.
Listen, now we've been playing around this all so long. Valley of the Sun's gonna be making some kind of announcement, and we are now at that time. We're no longer playing with the panty line, we're going for it, baby. Here we go.
So I'm already getting goosebumps because this is how excited I am, and I hope
I haven't even heard this,
everybody. I've been keeping it real tight-lipped to my brothers right here too. So this is news to you guys as well. But there's a couple things that I take very much pride of in my life, and you guys know one of them is being the reigning, proudly defending single father of the year. And so tomorrow, that's going to be on full display. I wear my girl dad cup right here, proudly. This was a gift from her that I got during Christmas.
Oh, no way.
What's happening tomorrow is my beautiful daughter, she is coming into town. She's going to be performing the U.S. national anthem right before the main event tomorrow.
Oh, what? My dude, that's fucking badass, dog.
Yeah. Shout out to Brazil.
4luvofboxing on full display, fucking from inside and outside of the arena, baby. What in the world? That is dopeness.
So I've known about this all week.
That's awesome.
We worked out a lot of logistics, and real quick, short story is my daughter is a full-time student. She got a vocal performance scholarship. She goes to a school in New Jersey. It's the Westminster Choir College, and like I said, it's in New Jersey. We had to make everything work for her to come here, to be here in time for sound check, and then obviously she's going to be at the tailgate party. And she's also going to be representing her North American Miss Arizona teen title as well. She is one hell of a young lady at 19 years old. I couldn't be more proud of her. She's gonna do the U.S. justice and sing this national anthem for everybody.
Unbelievable, dude.
I'm so
happy for her. I'm so happy. What a grand freaking. Oh my goodness.
It's gonna be so fun. To witness as a proud daddy, front row and center. We do have ringside seats. We have the best seats in the house. We are having the tailgate party. We're having the Navarrete Nunes fight right here, baby.
We're sponsoring Jordan Martinez. 4luvofboxing gonna be in today, man. We're just gonna be all over the place.
Hey, shout out to Marcos de la Cruz tuned in.
I'm not even playing with you. I got tears in my eyes.
Bro, that's how we get down.
That's beautiful.
She grew up around you guys. You guys are proud Theos tomorrow too. So yeah, it's gonna be a blessed day. Yeah,
hey, shout out to Marcos de la Cruz tuned in. Yeah.
That's what's up.
Listen, huge news there, bro. It makes it even so much more.
That's awesome.
That's insane, bro. That's insane.
We wanted to break it right here. She's gonna live tweet and vlog tomorrow as she makes her journey across the country as well. She comes off the plane at 10 a.m. I'm picking her up in the morning. We're gonna get ready. We're gonna go to sound check. We're gonna be at the tailgate. She's gonna be at the venue. It's gonna be a blessed, amazing day. Thank you, everybody involved. Thank you, Emily Boxing. Thank you, my Lord and Savior. Man, it's been one hell of a couple weeks. Looking forward to this event, and it is 24 hours or less away, starting at the tailgate party tomorrow.
By this time tomorrow, we're gonna be in the seats by this time tomorrow.
Yeah, and on that right there, man, let's go ahead and let's say our shout outs and stuff. And you already started, homie.
Mine's done. I can't wait for tomorrow's events. I implore everybody to bring a friend, bring your family, bring your uncle, bring somebody who loves boxing over to the tailgate at the Lola. No entry, 0 admission. Come by, $5 beers, $1 wings, Come hang out in the patio. Come talk to us. Talk some boxing. Come hang out. Enjoy the beautiful weather. And if you decide to buy a ticket, the ticket office is right there. Selective tickets are available, starting as low as $45. I have a ticket plug. You can hit up Jim Boone at KO Tickets.
Always hooks it up.
On all social media platforms.
Yeah, where you find him at?
Jim Boone at KO Tickets.
Is that B-O-N-E?
Tell him to B-O-O-N-E. KO Tickets. Tell him Jerry for the love of boxing sent you his way. He's going to have the best tickets with no extra fees attached for tomorrow's fight. If you can't find them on Ticketmaster or at the box office, come join over 12,000 of us strong, rooting for our beloved sport of boxing tomorrow. Come to the tailgate at the Lola. We're gonna have an amazing time. We look forward to having everybody.
We need that support. Make sure you guys are out there
starting that 5 day off. It's gonna be a blessed time. It's gonna be a blessed time.
Listen, most of the time I got so much that I gotta give love back for, and I give love to our audience, which I'm still gonna start off by saying that. But today, I got one message that I'm putting out. I'm looking deep into this camera. My message is my message is to Jordan Martinez, Moreno, bro. Bam. You put in the work, bro. It's your time to shine. The work's put in. Just go out and do it, bro. Go get that knockout. Eastside Finiqueta's going to represent in the house. We going to be celebrating tomorrow, bro. Do your thing, champ. You got Finiqueta with you.
That's what's up. That's what's up.
La Finiqueta is with the little homie right there, for sure.
100% we're going to. So what's up, y'all? Hey. Thank you guys all for the continuation support and checking us out and following us and letting those numbers rise up and everything. I want to start off with this, man. Shout out to my brothers. It's a beautiful thing that we do this together, and it's just so freaking amazing. I fucking love you guys to death. I'm so proud of you, man.
Oh, man, it's just a start, bro.
I'm getting choked up right here.
Bro.
I'm so proud.
Yeah. I'm gonna have to wear my shades the whole night.
The whole night, bro. The whole night.
I'm gonna be in tears for that fucking in between the co-main event and main event national anthem. I'm gonna be in fucking tears. That's awesome. Fucking amazing, dog. Oh. Anyways, shout out to RTU Ikon Radio for allowing us, 4luvofboxing, to call this our home. And I'm so proud to call this place home, man. This place is amazing. And the love and reciprocation that we get here is just, you guys just have no idea how thankful I am for this fucking place. Shout out to you guys, man. Justice, man. Respect, bro. You know that, man. 100. I want to say shout out to the Lola for giving us this opportunity to be a part of this here, right here.
Jackie over there.
And doing this pre-fight party. Shout out to Matchroom and Top Ring for stepping aside their differences and making a fucking epic, awesome fucking fight night that's going to go down tomorrow night in Glendale, fucking Arizona, here in the home state. This is a fucking fantastic. If you guys are boxing fans, you guys know what's up, man. This main 4-card fucking lineup is epic, and 2 out of the 4 fucking fight cards has Arizona natives, and not just because they're just from Arizona. These guys put in the work and they're fucking G's. And in all actuality, you want to maybe say 2.5 because Emmanuel Navarrete does call Arizona his home away from home. So I cannot fucking wait for tomorrow. I can't wait for the pre-fight freaking. Like, you already said all that right there, but I'm gonna reiterate it though. No cover. There's no fucking excuse. It's literally 20 minutes from the gate before you walk into the studio. Stop by. From the arena. Stop by and come say what up to us. We're going to have cameras rolling. We're going to be doing interviews. We're going to be talking boxing, shooting and shit, and just gathering and just having a good old time. Before you guys get in there, just come by and say what's up to us. Let's make this a tradition. Something that from here on out, anytime you know a fight is going down at the Glendale
or Phoenix area,
wherever, we are going to give you guys a dope-ass pre-fight party, just like how they do in other cities, to allow us to continue to provide that for y'all. Again, we're not asking nothing other than your presence. No cover. Get there. I can't wait for tomorrow. You guys. I'm so fucking excited. I know there's so much more people. Oh, most importantly, too, I gotta give a shout out to the homie Emily Boxing and David. Man, you guys are freaking amazing. You've helped open up doors for us. Man, I got none but love for you, girl. You already fucking know this. Hey, for real talk, I appreciate you so much. And I know it goes both ways, but for real, thank you for believing in us.
A couple more.
I really appreciate that. But seriously, man, I mean, the list goes on and on. Of course, I gotta give a shout to my baby boy. I wish he was here this weekend so he can catch my son Jim, my green eye monster, Robert the Third. I love you, boy. We'll be seeing this again together. But That's it. I gotta say, man. I can't wait for tomorrow, you guys. I cannot fucking wait.
A couple more shout outs real quick. Please bear with us. We got to give a shout out to Trini Ochoa and his pops, Trini Sr.
And Arizona family right there too. Sorry, yes.
Trini, do your thing, bro. We'll be there fucking jumping out of our minds too, bro.
Yep. So
great people.
They're on the undercard. If you guys just want to go in and you want to watch all the pre-TV, non-televised fights, the doors open at 3. First fight's at 3:30, and you're gonna have Philip Vela from Las Vegas by way of Phoenix. He fights with the Del Sol promotion, local promotion. He's going to be on that undercard. You're going to have Hector Beltran Jr., who's from California, I believe. He's going to be on that undercard. And then you're going to have Rahman, who's a Phoenix fighter. He's on that undercard. And then
you don't
the
want
headliner.
to hear the name Rahman. It gives you.
And then, of course, the headliner for the non-televised portion is going to be Trini Ochoa. So, shouts out to all them fighters on the pre-undercard fight. We are going to be outside
You can actually see their fights on YouTube for free.
On YouTube, on Matchroom, and DAZN's YouTube channel for free.
The main fight card is going to be on DAZN. Yes. So if you haven't got your stuff, if you're a boxing fan, you don't got DAZN. I'm not even getting paid for this, but seriously, if you're a boxing fan, you're not subscribed to DAZN. What the hell are you waiting for? All the fights are on that bitch, just like last week's fights.
New home of boxing.
Anyways, yes.
Chris Vasquez, Chuy Fuentes, Jordan Martinez. A celebrar mañana. We're going to be at the top of the world. We're going to be celebrating. Everybody, thank you for giving us your Friday night. We out. We see you back next week. We see you on Tuesday.
4luvofboxing, baby.